Moving on now, Kolkata's rape survivor who was allegedly raped 2 years ago inside a moving car in Kolkata has claimed now that she was publicly humiliated for being what she says a rape survivor. The 40-year-old woman has alleged that the management of the restaurant cum bar in South Kolkata's Kalighat area turned her out for being a rape victim. She has now reached the Kalighat police station to lodge a complaint against the restaurant. However, reports are also emerging that the restaurant turned her out because she used to create a ruckus whenever she visited the place. Well, that is what the restaurant says, and that they have video evidence to prove that claim. Now, this is what the victim had to say. The woman, a mother of two, was allegedly raped at gunpoint inside a moving car and later thrown out of the car in an incident in February 2012. Meanwhile, the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee had courted controversy after she dubbed the incident fabricated. While 5 people were charged sheeted by the court, only 3 are behind bars. 2, including the prime suspect, are still to be traced. Let's listen in to what the victim had to say. All right. The Kolkata rape survivor is joining us live at this point of time. We want to directly cut across to her. Ma'am, the question I want to ask you is, can you tell us exactly what transpired? Because the authorities where this restaurant is concerned is claiming that you were a regular at their restaurant, you would create a ruckus, and after many such times, they were forced to throw you out. Can you throw light to exactly what the restaurant authorities are saying?
I'm sure they to save face, they will make up malicious stories. I did visit the restaurant a few months back with my fiance, and that was it. And then I visited it on Saturday night, and I was waiting in line to get in, and the bouncer told me that I couldn't enter. And he called for the manager. The manager came out, and the manager told me, "I'm sorry, I can't let you in because you're the Park Street rape victim." So I stood there in total shock, and I asked him. I said, "Are you sure? Do you even realize what you're talking about?" He was like, "Yeah, you are that Park Street girl. I cannot let you enter. It is the management orders." I said, "Look," I said, "I'm with my fiance. You insulting me in front of all these people," because there was a line of about 20 people waiting to get in, and they didn't recognize me. But when he repeatedly said Park Street rape victim, all those people standing in line to get in turned their heads to look at me. So he was that audible in front of all those people. And then I told him, I said, "Look, I'm with my fiance. You have no right to insult me like this." He says, you can come with your fiance, with your husband, with your father, your brother. You're still the Park Street girl, and I can't let you in. I said, "Do you realize I'm going to report this matter?" He says, "You can report it to whoever you want. And you can also take my name if the need arises." So then I got up from there, and I called the media. And when the media came, they were also rude and insulted the media too. They insulted the girl that was trying to intervene and ask what was the reason that they wouldn't allow me in, and why did they discriminate me by calling me the Park Street rape victim and outraging my modesty. And they refused to answer, and they pushed her and they shut the doors. Well, anyway, when the media got in touch with them, and supposedly they had told the media that I had an outstanding bill, and that I supposedly created ruckus, as you said earlier in the past times. But since they knew me as the Park Street rape victim and they didn't allow me to enter, and I had an outstanding bill, why didn't they not go to the nearest police station and make a complaint against me? They waited all these months for me to go with my fiance to insult me and to tell me that I'm the Park Street rape victim, when all he could have done was, when I went to the place, was tell me I had an outstanding bill, or that I'm not welcome there because I supposedly or allegedly I misbehave. But he didn't do that. He clearly told me thrice, "You are the Park Street rape victim. I cannot allow you to enter."
Ma'am, whether you went with your fiance, you went alone, you went with friends or family, nobody has the right to tell you anything on what you have said that the management told you. The question I also want to ask you is, because this is what the management says, that they have enough CCTV evidence to prove that you would be a regular and you would come and create a ruckus in their restaurant. Now, is it true or is it not true, ma'am?
It's absolutely false. It's absolutely false. Am I that stupid that I'm going to go to a place, create a problem and go back there again and create a problem and get drunk and create a problem? This makes no sense. If they have CCTV footage, then they may gladly show it.
Ma'am, the only reason I asked you that question is because this is the kind of defense that this particular restaurant is giving for turning you out. How would you want to take your fight on from here, ma'am? Are you going to contest with what the management says? They say that they have CCTV evidence. Would you want them to put that out if they have anything at all?
If they have CCTV evidence, I've already gone to the police station. In fact, I'm talking to you from outside of the police station. I've put in my FIR complaint against the management, the manager and the owner, and let the police investigate. Let it go from there. And if need be, and if the need arises, and if it goes to court, I'll do that as well. But they had no right to discriminate me, use my personal tragedy against me and call me the Park Street rape victim and turn me out, and now making malicious accusations against me.
Was this the first time, ma'am, you visited that restaurant? Because it is appalling that somebody can come out and say that to you.
Yeah, no, this is not the first time. I have visited that before, a couple of months with my fiancé before.
Why do you think that the manager said what he did, ma'am, to you?
I think the last time that I visited there, maybe that was the time they recognized who I was and, decided that they didn't want me to go there. And that's when this Saturday when I went, they used that and they told me not to come. And he told me that I was the Park Street rape victim and didn't allow me in. I don't think he recognized me the last time I went. So, I was allowed entry. But this time, after being recognized, he was very clear about why he wasn't allowing me in.
All right. How would you take your fight from here on, ma'am?
Because there are a lot of...
Go ahead, yes.
If he had told me that I created a problem and they don't want me to come there, I would have left with my head hanging in shame. But that was not the reason. And if I had done something like that and I had something to hide, I wouldn't fight for justice so brazenly.
How are you going to take this fight forward, ma'am? Because there are a lot of people and we're getting in tweets at this point of time. The social networking sites are abuzz. There's a lot of support which is coming for you at this juncture. How are you going to take this forward?
I'm going to take it as positively forward as possible.
Appreciate you joining us. Ma'am. We, of course, will keep tracking all details and, of course, getting in all the reactions that there are on this story. Appreciate you joining us. Well, that was the Park Street rape survivor talking to us outside the police station, where she has gone and lodged an FIR against the management of a particular restaurant that turned her out last night. What she alleges is because she was a rape survivor.